Hi guys, I'm at Kennels today. They've been having some problems with their CCTV, having some false triggerings going on. So yeah, I've come in to try and sort it out. And basically what I've done is they've been relying heavily on using motion detection, which anybody that has CCTV or fits it knows that the motion detection can work in certain scenarios, but when you're using it for outdoors, the infrared technology, along as the image pixelation that it uses to as the detection is not the bestest. So what I've done here is I've installed a Pyronix triple beam sensor, and basically what it does is got 3 beams that come out, one low, one middle, one high. And what happens is that if a rodent comes by, then it will break beam 1, maybe even beam 2 if it's a larger animal, but it won't break the 3rd beam, which would be when a human being goes through it. So really good for that. They rely on movement and heat, so any rain that comes down past it won't be triggered by that either. Bushes rustling, you do have to watch out for bushes rustling a little bit with these, just because of the fact that if it's a warm day, then the sun shining onto the bushes can trick the sensor to thinking that it's body heat from a human being. And if it's a big enough bush that it's waving in the wind, for example, with a little bit of warmth on it, then it can trigger it. So you've got to be a little bit careful where you're going to mount these units. I've mounted quite a lot of these now, and they're very good. It's not a problem with small plants and things like that, but if you've got a lot of growth of plants going on, then something to be mindful for. Try and avoid it if you can. You can always have a little play with it if not. This is connected to a Hikvision NVR, and really simple to set up. Basically, it's got 2 pairs of contacts that we're using in here. One pair is linking to a 1 amp power supply, which is fed straight off a 13 amp plug. So from the 13 amp plug, it goes into a little 1 amp inline power supply, which then connects onto a little pair, a little push together, a pair of contacts, which then feed into this unit. So basically, in a nutshell, it's just one simple pair going in to power the unit, to give it life. And then there's another pair of contacts in here, which is simply an open set of contacts, so that as soon as it triggers for any reason, then the contacts basically close. I've wired that pair going straight up into the actual camera unit itself. I did have to upgrade the camera. I can put a link of the actual camera that I've used in the description, because the cameras that were here were just simple plug and play ones. These ones are a little bit more advanced. They actually have alarm inputs on them, which is fantastic. So cool thing is as well is that this has alarm inputs for normally open, but also normally closed as well. And you can have it on an end of line resistor as well. And it's also got a pair of contacts for tamper and some various other features as well. But for me, I didn't really need any of that for the location that it's in. So yeah, all in all, a really good bit of kit. This will stop your false triggerings as long as you mount it in the right place. It's IP rated, so it's perfect for outdoors. It's UV rated, perfect for days like this. Yeah, I've fit quite a few of these units, and some of them have been in for a couple of years now. I've had no problems at all. As long as you mount them properly and follow the manufacturer's instructions. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Pyronix sensor, linked to a Hikvision NVR. Yeah, good to go. Really easy to set up, and then the rest of it you just configure in the actual settings of the Hikvision unit itself. And that is another video on that side of things. So hope that's helpful. Cheers guys.